Welcome, beautiful people, to Just Glow podcast. I am your host, Gloria Velez. So today I have no special guests. I'm just doing a little update for you guys because I've been gone for like a month. A lot of new things has transpired. I'm just getting over a flu, so bear with me on my voice. I'm just now getting my voice back. Just have a little lingering cough, but that's it. So thank God for that. I haven't been this sick in years or ever, literally. It just hit me. But I've been taking good care of myself with natural herbs, and it only lasted for 2 weeks. But all the symptoms of body aches and everything only lasted for a few days. But the coughing was, it's terrible. But yeah, going through it and healing myself, and that's all that matters. So the new thing in my life, I have a grandson. I am a grandma. I am a Gloma, what they call Glama, a Gigi, whatever you want to call it. But it's honored to be called that. Um, it's such a great feeling. I was there at his birth. She had a natural birth. My son's wife, Camilla, she had it at a birthing center. We didn't have it at the hospital. She wanted it all natural, no shots, no anything. And she was in a tub, in and out. She handled the pain. I mean, I have to applaud her. Amazing, amazing. Um, Pretty long labor. It was like maybe, I don't know, 7 to 10 hours. Um, it was just an amazing experience. I have to say that he smiled at me first, and we heard grandma's voice. I already got to babysit. He's been here a month, and he's just amazingly beautiful and such a good baby. Literally sleeps well, eats well. He's not a crier. He likes to be picked up. He's a little spoiled, but I mean, we got to spoil our babies. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that. My son came over before I had my cold, which he gratefully shared with me. He was sick first, so he came over here to visit and spend the weekend with my grandson and give his wife a little break to sleep and and heal. So when he came over, his father called him and was checking up on him and his grandson. He's happy to be a grandfather as well, and was like, "Where are you, son?" And he was like, "I'm over at mom's." And he was like, "Really? Let me speak to her." And he was like, "No, Dad, that's not going to happen. We haven't actually had a conversation since my podcast started. We've been cordial for a couple of years now and had brief conversations throughout the years. Um, but since the podcast, and I've been expressing myself about my past and relationships and things I've been through, and we haven't discussed that and see how he felt about it. And he's like, "I'm going to be nice and please put your mom on the phone," and which he did. So, and he wanted me to relate this to you guys as well, certain parts of our conversation. Um, he asked me, did I forgive him? He had initially started out, and I said, "Of course I do. We had the discussion before that I do forgive you, and I have overcame it." And he goes, "Why do you feel a need to discuss it?" And I said, "Well, it's kind of like a therapy for me, in a sense, and helping others who are going through what I've been through, that you can overcome anything in life, and people get to know a little bit more about me and what I've been through and what I've overcame, just to get more of a sense of who I am and where I come from and my experiences, and just to help even just one person, you know, through my experience in this industry, through relationships, just through life in general." And he understood that he wants to do that as well. And he wants to preach, that he wants to tell people about, his past and what he overcame. And that's important to him as well. And I said, that'd be great. That'd be great for your son to hear, and your grandson, and all the stuff that you've been through and what you overcame. And he said he's in a space of forgiveness. And that's great as well. And it took me a while to be in that space. And now he's in that space. He said he's forgiving Teddy, and that he's going to come back out, and he wants people to know Guy is coming back out, and he's going to go on tour. And it took him a lot to forgive him, and through their healing as friendship and business relationship, and I applaud that, and um, he just don't want me. He asked me to not speak about our relationship and through our trials and error through when I was 16 and 19 and what we've been through for a little time being, because he's trying to come back out and wants people to see the new Aaron, to not view him from his past. And I agreed, and I said okay, and I won't. I will step back and not discuss our issues and things that we've went through at this time, and let people see the new Aaron. you know um yeah, and I will do that, because I have a lot of other, that was just a period of time of when I was 16 and 19. I have a lot of stories of me on tour. I'm going to come here with my girlfriends, with tour managers, and tell you good times and, trials that I've been through, other relationships that I've learned from as well, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to relate that to you. And he wanted people to know that he has changed. And excuse me, he wants to show me and his son and people out there, the new him. And he wants to preach. His father's a preacher, his brother's a preacher, and he feels like that's his calling in life. And I would love to see that, and I would love to hear that, and I would be on the sideline clapping for him as well, because that's the type of person I am. So I think that's awesome, and I can't wait for a guy reunion. And I am extremely pleased that him and Teddy are at peace and they have forgiven each other. And yeah, so he wanted me to relate to you guys that, and I won't be speaking about him, of our nature of our relationship and other stories, maybe in later time. But right now, I'm going to give him that space and that time for him to speak his truth. And yeah, I can't wait for that. Um, Also, it's autism month, and I missed this whole month. And my son, as you guys know, and some of y'all know, that my little man has autism. And I will be getting into it. Autism is every day, it's not just a month. And I'm going to have girlfriends of mine and close friends that have, similar, just children with, special needs, that we need to discuss about what we lack in therapies, in insurance, in schools, and just so many things that don't protect our children, that I will have a lot of discussions, because that's close to my heart. And right now I'm going through the process of learning how to heal my son. A lot of things out there people are not discussing, and they're discussing behind closed doors because they're in fear of saying the word, uh, I guess they say healed but not cured. They want to just medicate our children up instead of healing. So now I'm saving up, because insurance does not cover it when it concerns healing our children, but they cover medicating our children. So I'm going to discuss a lot of that and walk you through when I do the process of healing, because it's very, very expensive. And I'll discuss more of what I am trying to do and the direction I am going to heal my child, and probably help others as well, and tell you how it's healing him. So I'm excited that this is a year for me of healing me and my son, and just learning and growing. And it's just an amazing year. I'm going to be talking about my new episodes about love, things I've learned about loving others, for who they are and what they are and how they are. Um, Loving myself even more, and that's okay. Side dudes, side chicks, I think that's, everybody plays their position in life. Um, and it's okay for it to have a side chick, but it's not okay to have a side dude. I think I hit a few buttons, and a few panties has been ruffled when I had a discussion on the internet on other people's sites, and I think that needs to be discussed. Sex, of course, communication, fear, judgment, addiction. So many types of addiction, so many types of judgment, conflict. I want to get real deep with you guys, and yeah, let's make this year about change and understanding and communicating better. and stop dissing each other as women and men and coming together as one. I can't wait till you see. Oh, excuse me, it's my voice. I know. Let me take a sip of this water. My new special guests, I'm going to have comedians, producers, friends, and it's going to be amazing. So stay tuned. I'm going to update you more. So this is just a little update and tell you guys I miss you. And next week I'll start dropping episodes. So stay tuned to Just Glow Podcast. Love y'all.